We've just beaten Manchester United at Old Trafford for the first time in 48 years. Is the Great Escape back on? I think so. Lads. Lads, welcome back to a brand new match reaction on the channel. Now, I've not been this buzzing for a very long time. Maybe Chelsea at home when we smashed Chelsea. Maybe Wolves when we scored in the last minute. But nothing like that has happened this season. Oh my God. I still can't believe it's happened. I can't believe it's happened. We've just beaten Manchester United at Old Trafford 2-1. Oh my God. And that Man United team is on form. Is on top form at the moment. But we played out of our skins tonight. We played out of our skins. Every single player. And that's the only way that we were going to beat Man United today. Playing out of their skins. Because if we'd have played like we'd done all this season, however good Man United have been, however good Man United would have been today, they would have absolutely smashed us. Like, they could have been the worst they'd played all season. They'd have still beaten us. Because I said on the Stretford paddock that we were going to lose this game 2-0 minimum. And there was no reason why I would think otherwise. Because we've not seen a lot from this team. Fair enough, we've won 3 games in 4. 2 of them being against lower league teams. Now, I'm not talking about 1 league lower. I'm talking about 2 and 3 leagues lower, I believe. But we've just kind of beaten, not top of the league. They were top of the league before Man City played. But we've just gone and beaten. Let's say we've just beaten top of the league. We kind of have, haven't we? Wow. Where did that come from? Now, I'm taking a little bit of responsibility for this win. Because I was going to wear the green shirt tonight for this game. Because I thought that we were going to play in the green shirt against a team wearing red. But then I decided to wear this one out of the blue. I already had it on. Like, oh, stuff it. I'll just carry on wearing this one. And then we played in pink. And then we went and bloody beat Man United. So, it's really all down to me, you'd probably say. Anyway, let's move off that. And let's move on to full screen mode. My hair is all. By the way, if you see my finger, I was bleeding earlier on, and just if you see my thumb, I've not got a deformed thumb. It's that's blood, and that's something that I've fashioned because it was bleeding like mad. That anyway. Let's move on from my war wounds. We've just gone and beaten Man United 2-1. I can't say it more. I want to say that all night, and it's put me in an amazing mood. I believe we're still 9 points off relegation zone, which is stupid to say. We've just won and we're still 9 points off. But it's our own fault. We're to blame. But Chris Wilder's game plan worked to a T tonight. Now, before the start of the game, I was thinking, why is he playing Sharp? Why is he not playing Burke? This is a game for Burke. Sharp playing up front against your West Broms, your Fulhams, yes, I go with that. But against a team like Man United or a team like Man City or a team like, your top 6, I would expect Burke to start up front and use his pace to absolutely put Harry Maguire on his arse and the rest of them. And I think that's one of the reasons why he started Twenzebe today, because he's got some pace, old Twenzebe. But he didn't need to, because Billy Sharp was playing up front with Big Didze, and he could have scored really early on. He could have put us 1-0 up. The linesman was going to give offside. Well, he did give offside, but if Billy Sharp would have put that in the back of the net, now they didn't draw the line, but I think Billy Sharp was onside. He looked onside to me when they quickly showed it, but he took the ball on, knew that he didn't have enough pace to get right up to De Gea and put it past him. So he the wily old Billy Sharp takes it to one side, makes sure the defender can't get to it, kind of shields it a little bit from him, and tried to put it past De Gea, which he's done to numerous keepers over the years. Buddy saved it with his feet. David De Gea is very, very good with his feet. Very good with his feet. And he saved Billy Sharp's shot. I was thinking, is that going to be one of our only chances today? But we were a little bit nervy in the first half. But we were defending excellently. Like, they weren't getting through us at all today. And then that just breeded confidence, because then the midfield felt like, oh, right, so I can have a bit more time on the ball. If I have a bit more time on the ball and I lose it, the defence are playing really well and they can probably help me out. And that's what I mean by breeds confidence. The defence were playing well, so that gives the midfield confidence. Towards the end, it gave Aaron Ramsdale confidence. He was coming out, taking balls left, right and centre. He didn't in the first half though, but we'll get on to that. We'll quickly talk about ho 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 Keane Bryan. I had to do it. I saw Hal do it on Twitter and I needed to do it. I felt a little bit out of the loop with that one. I wanted to send a video back just doing it, because we always do the ho 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 Keane Bryan together. But yeah, obviously got my time to do it now. Time to shine. And do you know what? I'd have still been absolutely buzzing if we'd have drawn this game, I think. Not quite as buzzing. If Man United would have scored first and then we would have scored and drawn, I would have been buzzing. But the fact that we went 1-0 up, kept it 1-0 for such a long time, it did feel like it was going to be another Liverpool, where we went 1-0 up against Liverpool, and then, but the difference is we just weren't defending well against Liverpool, against Chelsea, against Man United at Bramall Lane. We didn't defend well at all. So when we went 1-0 up, I was still expecting us to concede. Today was a different story. Now, we went 1-0 up with Keane Bryan, and crazy, because Keane Bryan is probably one of the smallest central defenders, shall we call him? He's mostly a central defender. He was playing left wing back today. But he's probably one of the smallest central defenders in the whole Premier League. And he got above the likes of, I'm not saying they were marking him, but the likes of Maguire, Pogba, Twenzebe looks a big guy. De Gea, one of the best goalkeepers of all time, like barely coming out and completely missing it. Got above them all. You could see that he just wanted it more than everybody else. He was up there. There was a still, I think Sheffield United put it on Twitter, how high he got. It was like bloody Ronaldo. I'm surprised he didn't go, see, when he scored. What a jump, what a leap. And when it hit the post, I was like, oh God, this is coming straight back out. And then it went in. And do you know what? I've only just thought, we hit the woodwork twice today, and both went in. Crazy. The luck that you get. And talking about luck, we may have got slightly lucky with our goal and then Man United's disallowed goal. But these things work themselves out over the season, don't they? Because we've had a lot of bad luck this season. We've had so many people out. Like today, a depleted Sheffield United side, I think it was Chris Sutton said. And it's right. Like, how many players would we have had in that team if they were all fit? You'd probably say maybe Ollie McBurney. You'd probably say, well, you'd definitely say Sander Berger, John Egan, Jack O'Connell, Ender Steve. That's 5 already. That is 5 already, which is nearly half a bloody football team. Quick maths. So the goal, yes. Keane Bryan got above everybody, headed it in the back of the net. Billy Sharp gave a little bit of one of them in the back of David De Gea. It definitely put him off his stride, but it went in the back of the net. Who cares? We move on. I was a little bit worried that VAR might intervene, but VAR don't intervene, does it? VAR is only there to be like, yeah, ref, yeah, you got that right, probably. But the ball went in the back of the net. We carry on. Then Manchester United score a goal. That is disallowed. They didn't have time to celebrate because the referee had already gave the decision. And again, VAR won't intervene because the VAR are terrible. But I'm very happy about it. Very, very happy about it today. Ramsdale came out. He dropped the ball, didn't he? Let's be honest. Maguire came in and very, very likely brushed Ramsdale. If that was the other way and we'd have missed out on a goal because of a light touch on the goalkeeper, I'd have been really annoyed. So if Man United fans are annoyed, I completely agree, to be honest. But it went our way this time. Man United's had a lot of decisions go for them in the past few years, so I think we can take one off them today. So we defended so well in this game today. It was mostly Man United attacks, don't get me wrong, but we did all right. We did all right on the break. We created some chances. So we kind of got into half-time, 1-0 up, thinking, are we going to hold on to this? The commentator said something that I didn't know, a really good stat or a really bad stat for us. That is the first game that we've got into half-time winning. Let that sink in. We are over halfway through the season. That's the first game we were winning at half-time. How embarrassing is that? But to say that we've only won 2 games, it's believable. Anyway, so we come into the second half. Defence still playing out of their skins. Great to see. So good to see. Jags got man of the match today. Keane Bryan was brilliant. Some of his passing wasn't on point exactly, but defended well. Ampadu, wow, getting better. We've all been giving stick to Ampadu because he's been really poor for most of the season. One of my mates, a Chelsea fan, he was saying, I bet you're buzzing about Ampadu. He got man of the match the other week, and I'm like, he's getting slightly better, and he was brilliant today. It was great against Plymouth, and I know it is against Plymouth, but he was great going forward, good defensively, excellent defensively today, and that run in that second half where he picked the ball up and just ran, and he just kept running. Normally, defenders, they run, and then they're like, what do I do with it now? He kept going, and he was going for goal. But the thing was, as he was running with it, he just knocked it slightly to his left and let Bruno Fernandes get back in. If he'd have carried out straight on, I don't think Bruno Fernandes would have caught him. I think he could have gone all the way and had a shot. But it's one of them where when you've gone all that way, you're absolutely knackered from sprinting from pretty much box to box. The shot sometimes takes its... Well, the running sometimes takes its toll on the shot. But anyway, he didn't get there. It's one of them things. We still had chances. David McGoldrick, I can't remember if it was before the Man United goal or after. I think it was before, because I think I would have been a lot more annoyed at him if it had been after. But McGoldrick went through. Again, it was very, very tight. He may have been just offside. Man United playing a high line today, but that's because they were camped in our half for most of it. David McGoldrick through one-on-one, blazes it over the bar. Then the linesman gives the offside. But if he'd have put that in the back of the net, the lines would have been drawn. The lines would have been drawn on the pitch, and we'd have seen if that was actually offside or not. Like I say, I think it was just about. Then Man United score. And it feels like every other game this season, even right at the end, now we're defending for his lives. And if that was any other fan of another team looking at that game, I'd have been like, Sheffield United don't look like they're going to concede, and Man United don't look like they're going to score. But when you're a Sheffield United fan, or when you're a Man United fan, you think differently. You watch it very, very differently. And you analyse every little thing. It's like, why did he put that out for a corner? Or why did he do this? Why did he do that? Because you're thinking of the next play. Oh, God, but... Man United scored the goal. Corner got whipped in. Harry Maguire just got the run on Jags. The only thing that Jags did wrong today, he lost his man. Maguire headed it into the corner. And I don't get it. It's happened a few times this season. No one on the back post. Because that would have been a clearance or a block on the line. Why are we not putting men on the line? Ramsdale cannot defend the whole goal from a corner when someone's from a corner. If someone's getting a run on a player and getting ahead at goal, it's going to be quite close, in quite close proximity to the goal. So Ramsdale has not got enough time to dive into that corner. So why are we not putting a man on each post? Even if you have to bring every man back, get a man on that post. It could have been a different story if it weren't for Ollie Burke. winning the day. And it was slightly different. I put out on Twitter that if we were going to get anything from this game today, Ollie Burke would have to have an absolute stormer. Now, I expect him to start, and I expect him to be putting pressure on Maguire and whoever else was at centre-back with his pace, his raw pace. And he used his pace well at times today, but the goal was just lucky, weren't it? Let's be honest, because he hit the ball very, very unconvincingly, side-footed it, which from there, he didn't even kind of whip it into that front post. He kind of tried to whip it to the far corner, which was really, really odd. But David De Gea looked like he got it completely covered. It hit Twenzebe, hit the underside of the bar. Like I said, 2 times it's hit the woodwork today, and we've been fortunate enough for the ball to finish in the back of the net. And you could see the frustration, not the frustration, you could see the kind of him just thinking, oh, thank God for that, I've got a goal. Because he was just like, he just roared when he scored that goal. And it was just great to see. Hopefully that will give him a little bit of confidence. Even Brewster came on towards the end and put himself about. Great to see. I think that's about it. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. Probably not going to sleep tonight though. So I'll quickly run through the team now. Ramsdale in the net, dropped one. But everything else that he did was convincing. Shots, holding shots, stopping shots, and actually catching them, keeping them in the body, not flapping at them, not pushing them wide. Everything he did was very kind of contained, caught everything, did not leave anything to chance. Right towards the end as well, actually coming out and taking catches. That's what you want to see from your goalkeeper. That is bread and butter, really. You want to see your goalkeeper come out, catch that ball, look really confident, and he did look really confident towards the end of that game, which was great to see. I was a little bit worried at one point where he caught the ball and then looked back at Maguire with a massive grin on his face with 2 minutes left, and I'm like, that grin's going to come back to haunt you if we go and concede after this, so don't bother doing that. Then it was Baldock today at right wing back instead of Bogle. That was the right choice, Chris Wilder. Very, very well done. He knew that it was going to be a defensive performance, and he knows that Baldock is a lot better at defending than Bogle. Bogle's better going forward. Baldock is better at defending. So now the fans were wanting Bogle to start. I know that for certain. But I always felt that if it's a game that we need to defend in, Baldock's your man. If it's like a Newcastle or a West Brom, it's probably going to be Bogle that's your man. So, Baldock, excellent. Never put a foot wrong all game. Like the rest of the defence, getting the blocks in, getting the foot in, getting those tackles in, just jockeying, just not really letting them get away from him out of his sight for a second. I thought Keane Bryan on the other side played relatively well, scored his goal. His passes were a little bit astray at times. He always crossed first time with his left foot, which sometimes is good, but when there's a defender right in front of you, sometimes maybe chop inside and put one in with your right, or bring it in with your right. I can't really say much more than that. Ender Stevens doesn't do that, does he? Then you've got Ampadu on the left-hand side of centre-back. Excellent today. Jagielka, man of the match performance. Egan, you would think, will be coming back against Man City, but Jags has definitely done himself a lot of favours today. And the fact that they gave him man of the match is just great to see. Basham was brilliant again. He worried me right towards the end when he tried turning in his own box and Van der Beek just nicked the ball off him, but we ended up getting it away. I think it was Jags that came across and got the block in. He did that all game. The only thing that Jags did wrong was losing Maguire, but easily done. Fleck, I've not even mentioned Fleck, have I? Fleck, for me, was one of the best players on the pitch. He just looked like the old Fleck, and that's the reason why I said that. Fleck was great in possession. Never worried, played good football, brought it out of defence as well. Because when we were like kind of sat back, Fleck would get the ball and just run with it. It was like they were fearless tonight. Like when we were 1-0 up against Newcastle and everyone just forgot how to play football. This was the complete opposite. We were 1-0 up against Man United, and we're not like kind of worried. We're not booting the ball anywhere. We're picking it up. We're bringing it out. We're not kicking the ball. Well, we kicked the ball long a few times today, but not too much. And Fleck was just brilliant on the ball today. And I hope that gives him the confidence, like Ramsdale, like Ampadu, like all of them. Lundstram, again, was good. I am impressed with Lundstram. I do think he makes some stupid decisions sometimes. But another very, very good performance by Lundstram today. He felt like he was more part of the team today. Norwood, excellent. And you saw how much it meant to him towards the end, sprinting from kind of midfield to defence just to get back in position. I thought he was brilliant today. I don't think he picked a booking up either. Not sure about that. Lunny definitely did. But I don't think Norwood did today, which is crazy. Norwood must be on about 15 bookings for the season by now, from every time he gets booked by bringing someone down when he's out of position. Sharpe was brilliant, held it up well when he could, battled. He was a thorn in Harry Maguire's side all day long as well today, just kind of like a bit little nippy and trying to get his body in the way and stuff. And Didsey was Didsey. He's just a Rolls Royce of a player, just so good on the ball. Just holds it up well, just brings players in. Oh, I can't talk more about David McGoldrick. I could literally do a 3-hour podcast talking about David McGoldrick, but we'll move on. We'll not talk about him too much. There you go. That's the team. That is the full team. I thought Burke did well when he came and obviously got the goal. A little bit lucky, a little bit fortunate. But he also played well. You could see as soon as he came on, he was darting. He was trying to get onto the end of these balls. Maguire, straight away, pulling him back. He would have caused them problems if he'd have started today, but I don't care. We've just beaten them 2-1. And Ollie Burke scored the winner, which is brilliant. Brewster came on, did okay as well. Trying to think who the other one was. It was Bogle. Bogle came on, didn't he? And Bogle did really well as well. Like getting forward, getting back, putting his body on the line. Brilliant, brilliant. It was just great to see. Really, really enjoyed watching that today. Let's just hope we can carry that on for the rest of the season. If we can do that against Manchester United, why can't we do that against every single team for the rest of the season? Especially away. Backs to the walls, nick a goal or two, take away 3 points. We can do it. Now, don't get me wrong, we're playing Man City in the next game. It's going to be really, really tough. We've just beaten Man United. We're not expecting to beat Man City as well, pretty much in the same week. But football's a weird sport, and you never know. That could give us the confidence. Obviously, Man City's just beaten West Brom 5-0, so they're going to be full of confidence. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Absolutely buzzing. Very, very happy to see us win our second game of the season against Manchester United halfway through the season, or more than halfway through the season. But you never know. This could be a turning point. We're definitely closer to Derby's all-time lowest points tally. So hopefully that's not going to happen. And you never know. We may even execute the Great Escape. Let's see. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and stay in good nick.